Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos, and today we're going to have another case study, but this time we're sick and tired of United States, so we're going to watch a little bit about United Kingdom. So this is another case study that I've showed you 3 months and 6 months, so now it's time to show you 1 year, and let's go straight away to my PC so that I can show you the journey of 1 year and what actually happened there. Let's start with this case study. Basically what we're seeing is results from August 1st up to now, September 2023. Again, if you have watched the series of the 2 previous case studies, I would strongly suggest that you will go and check them. What I want you to understand here is that we have again the same situation. So the rules don't change from country to country that much, especially when you play in such high numbers. The spend in that period is 1,055,000. The revenue is 6,741,000. What we can see here is that the ROAS that we're achieving is 6.39. The average cost per purchase here is 42. We have a very good average order value. The store is operating with a 4 ROAS, break-even ROAS, so we're extremely profitable here. And you know, sometimes I'm hearing people saying, I want 3 ROAS, I want 4 ROAS. Well, this one is getting 6 ROAS, but the break-even ROAS is 4 ROAS. So if your break-even ROAS is 1.5 ROAS, maybe the equivalent that you would get in that case, it was going to be 2.5 or I don't know if you will get 3 ROAS. Okay, it really depends on your business. That being said, over here, what we can see is that we were able all of this year to actually scale the account, and I'm going to show you what happened and when. If we come here in August, the spend it was minimum. When I came to the ad account, it was actually 8.8k. Then let's go to September. Again, minimum 7k. At this point, they didn't let me do anything on. I just did retargeting. I didn't even charge them on September. Let's go on October. On October, I started slowly testing some things, 19k spent. On November, the spend over here is 54k. It's the first Black Friday. I need to mention here that we talk about UK, so it's not like United States that you can go much more aggressively. The other thing that I want to point out is that for a long period of time, they didn't let me to go above 100k because of stock. When they had more stock, then they let me do that, and you will understand which months are these. Of course, we have 9 ROAS, 54, it's Black Friday period. 34k dropping a little bit on December. On January, going to 8 ROAS again with 53k spent. On February, 77, 6.38. On March, we go to 90k, which is the point that they tell me don't scale more than 100k, so I'm respecting that. On April, we go to 5.49, 98k. As you can see, I'm close to the 100k. I cannot go more than that. 89k, 5.79. On June, we are actually having 82k, 6 ROAS, and then on July, they finally let me spend more money, 160k. 6.36 ROAS. On August, I hit 169, close to 170k, 5.09. And right now, this is what I want to show you, and this is what is important about the case study. Right now, I'm hitting 4.58. Do I care about that? No, I don't, because I'm positioning myself super strong for the Black Friday period. So right now that I don't have any stock issues and I can spend as much as I want, what am I trying to do is that I'm trying to take the market that I lost when I wasn't spending more than 100k, when I should have scaled more. So what am I doing now is that I'm willing to compensate a little bit of my profit in order to establish a new position in the market. This is not only about the ROAS, it's also about the long-term game that you might have. The situation is this: we are having over here 4.58, 108k spent, but we are positioning ourselves strong for the Black Friday period. I want to go between 250 and 300k for this account as pound spent. I hope that I'm going to succeed it, but in order for me to be able to spend this amount of money, I need to be able to spend on my own 180 or 200k maybe on this account without the Black Friday ads. After that, on December, I'm going to drop back to 200 or 180k and then try again on January and February to just go back to the 250k or 300k. That's the plan, and this is how it's working. You can see the similarity of that to the other ad accounts that I showed you with the case studies. Here we are using Advantage Plus with post IDs, Advantage Plus with normal creatives, Advantage Plus Crazy Method. We are using Crazy Method, stacked lookalikes. Advantage Plus Crazy Method, not so much, just one campaign that it's actually staying there. We are also using stacked lookalikes, Crazy Method, and broad targeting, Crazy Method, which is working better than the stacked lookalikes in this ad account, comparing United States, where the stacked lookalikes is working better than the broad targeting Crazy Method in United States. This is why I'm telling you that I'm showing you all of these different methods in order for you to decide which one is going to work better for your ad account. It's all about giving you different weapons to go to the war. So this is what you should do. You're using a different weapon and you're trying to see which one is the one that fits you better. Second thing, when you're not scaling, you can see that the scaling is much more difficult because you're just trying, if you're not scaling, you're giving position to others, and then when you try to scale, the others are not going to let you take that position that easily. Third thing, again here we had some bad periods that we overcame by just I think it's the same periods because it's always the same periods. So what about May? So May we have 5 point something, but let's see this period on May. 5.12, you can see it's lower period. No. Yeah. So it was this period, 14 to 20, 21 to 27 of May. You will see that in this period, in all of the ad accounts that I showed you, and most probably in other ad accounts that you manage or your own ad accounts, you will see that you had a bad period. We had also now a bad period on this month, which was this period, 10 to 16. You see it's 3.44, but it's actually recovering, and for me it started recovering across all of my ad accounts. On the 19th I had good results, on the 20, not on the 20, on the 18th I had good results. I find that the game is a little bit rigged because whenever I see, for example, if you go and you see in your ad accounts 18 and 19, in all of my ad accounts these are good days, and this makes me believe that I'm going to make a video dedicated about that. This makes me believe that we have periods that the results are good because not a lot of people advertise, and we have periods that the results are bad because more people are advertising on that period. And even if you are doing crazy changes and things and that here and there, it's not going to do anything because the results are going to improve only when the people that they are should not be here advertising because their numbers don't make sense, they're going to be disappointed or lose money and they're going to leave. And this is when your results are going to start improving. How else can I explain that the 18th and 19th of September was the best days of the whole month for all of my ad accounts? Let me know in the comments if you see also these patterns. For me, it's very easy to spot them because I actually have calls with people. I see ad accounts, I have friends that they also run Facebook ads. They tell me the same things, and I see also your comments. When there is a bad period on Facebook, I see comments like, hey, my results are not good and stuff. And I can also see it on Reddit, which for me, this is the biggest issue, Reddit, because when things are going well, everybody talks about it on Reddit, everybody comes on Facebook to advertise, and then they just leave so that we can continue having better results. Anyway, I'm going to make a video which is going to be completely dedicated to that so that I can explain it further with examples from many accounts. United Kingdom is a smaller market, and as you can see in this smaller market, broad targeting has worked better comparing to United States that stacked lookalikes are working better. This is why you should use different strategies. This is why you should not just listen to me. You should listen to someone else, test all the things that people have to say in order to see what is working on the ad account. For example, if Crazy Method doesn't work in one account, I'm not just trying to impose the Crazy Method to work there. I just don't work with the Crazy Method. And try to find your own method based on the methods of other people, just so that you will be able to have a profitable account. At the end of the day, this is the only thing that matters, if you are profitable or not. Wish me good Black Friday on this account, because I'm going to need some help. It's having a little bit of resistance right now, but it's fine. I'm experienced enough to overcome it. I'm not afraid. You can see the journey over here. You can understand how it goes. And I hope that next year, this period, we're going to make one case study that we will show how we started the previous year, we went to 200K, now the next year we will try to spend 400, 500K on this account. Okay, so that's all I had for you from this account from United Kingdom, so that you're not going to argue that all of the results are in the United States and stuff. United Kingdom is also a very good market. And until we meet again, guys, don't forget that if you want to learn more about Facebook ads, you can check my book, my free course, my paid course, my website. And until we meet again, be creative and be consistent.